We woke up to 31 degrees and our first frost here in Williamsburg, Virginia. And it's really making me want to put my Christmas tree up. My husband is building us a fire, and while that gets going, I'm going to start clearing out our living room and making some space. Since I got this antique buffet this past spring, I've been thinking about the Christmas tree kind of in front of that / in front of the window for months now, and I think that's where it's going to go this year. So in order to do that, I have to move this green chair and probably my daughter's dollhouse. So let's get going. Lift with your hips, not with your back. So let's do this. Oh gosh! Oh!
What are you doing?
Moving a chair.
How you do it?
I got it. My husband has a really nice fire going. It's starting to get so cozy in here. Let's get the tree up. Last year, I think it was a week or two after Christmas, I was of course out thrifting, and I had already put all of my Christmas decorations away, but I came across this. I want to show you guys how much I paid for it. Original price was $199, marked down to $119, marked down to $59, and then I got it at the thrift store for $9.99. This is my first year using it. I'm so excited to see how it's gonna look. We invested in the viral Home Depot twinkling Christmas tree, and I absolutely love it. We do the 7.5 foot twinkling Grand Duchess, and we do the slim one. I just feel like it doesn't overtake our living room, but it adds so much beauty. The one complaint that I have about this tree is that the lighting does pull a little too bright for me. It doesn't have that incandescent glow that I just love at the holidays. So I'm gonna show you how I fix that. I just add more lights. Just knocks down that glow. I don't really know how to describe it. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. I personally like a tree with a ton of lights. Last year I added 8 strands. So I'm gonna do the same this year, and I'll show you how it looks. It's just gonna take down that brightness. It's gonna add a little bit of that incandescent glow that we all love at the holidays. I'm missing half my tree. I actually decided to take it apart because I'm gonna put those lights in, and I forgot that it's just easier to do it layer by layer. But that's one of the cool things about this tree, is that just by taking one of the layers off, it doesn't unplug the whole thing. Another thing that I absolutely love about this tree is that it doesn't take a lot to fluff. You literally lay it out, and you might have to mess with a couple of branches, but it just goes out. I think that's so cool. All right, so I wanted to come over here and point out, you can see the bottom is where I added the lights. It just has much more of a warmer glow to it. It's also much more glowier in person, and then you can see the top still has that really bright glow that I just wanted to kind of knock down a little bit. So I'm gonna keep going, and I'll show you what it's gonna look like. All right, there she is. She's so pretty. There is nothing like the glow of a Christmas tree, especially when it's cold outside. Fire going. Just love this time of year. I got done what I wanted to get done tonight, which was get the tree up and get the lights on. I'm not gonna do the decorations. I'm gonna go and organize some of my Christmas things that came down from storage tonight, and probably call it a night. And I will continue Christmas decorating tomorrow morning. It's day 2 of decorating for Christmas. The tree is up. My husband and I sat around it last night and just enjoyed some good conversation. Today was a really full day today, so I didn't get much decorating done, but my daughter is down for the night. I'm gonna get started working on our mantle. So I usually will put a garland coming down the stairs, and I always love that. However, this year, I think instead I'm going to use that same garland along our mantle. Gotten a couple of inspiration pictures from Pinterest. I will put those in the video so that you can see. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, the mantle is cleaned off. I'm kind of envisioning a swoop somewhere, and then stockings on one side and the swoop on the other. I'm just gonna start to play around with it and see where we end up. This is a Norfolk pine garland that I got from Amazon. It's nothing crazy. I do really wish that this was cedar, but this is what I have. This is what I have on hand, so this is what I'm gonna be using. Probably going to get a little bit of flack for this, but my secret weapon to getting the greenery to stay in place is actually using a staple gun. This will nick up the paint a little bit. However, I paint it once a year. It's a great time when I go to take this down in January. It's a great time to just give it a little refresh on the paint, touch up any spots that may be chipped away from the year, and keep it nice and fresh. Right, still have a little bit of work to do, but I do like where this is going. I absolutely love the way that this swoops over here. However, I am a little bit nervous because of the fireplace. It is real wood burning, as you guys saw last night, and we do use it, so I don't want anything melting. However, I did leave enough space so that I can go back in and pin it back a little bit, just in case it is too close to the fire. Next, I'm going to be adding some twinkle lights. I'm going to get those nice and in place and secure before I add more greenery to make it look a little bit more realistic. Really liking how that is looking so far. It's my base layer and I have my lights on. Next, I'm gonna go in with several pieces of faux greenery. This is cedar. And then I also have a few other picks like this that I'm gonna put on the corner right over here. My inspiration picture that I found on Pinterest. This corner over here was nice and full, and I really, really like that look. So I'm gonna add this greenery next. All right, I'm not liking how this piece is laying in there, so let me try a couple of other pieces. Still have these stems that I'm gonna work with. A little bit more greenery that I found in my stash. I'm gonna see if these work any better than the other ones that I was trying. Oh, I'm really liking that. Needs a little bit more light though. Let's try to pop some of those lights out. The wonderful thing about these picks, especially the ones that come on wire, is that you can bend them any which way you need them to go. This one isn't quite laying the way that I want it to, so I am just bending and reworking it. And I pick up these all the time, either at the thrift store. Michael's also has some good ones. I don't live near Hobby Lobby, so I never get to go. The closest one is about an hour and a half, depending on traffic, away from me, and so I just kind of rely on Michael's. I always have. I do love Hobby Lobby, but yeah, I usually just grab these at Michael's, at the dollar store, and always at the thrift store if they are for a good price. Do a little final adjusting. Just playing this out in my head. I feel like this bunch is a little too far in and it needs to be a little bit more over here. So a little bit more adjusting. Not quite, I'm getting there. I think I like it. Last year I dried oranges and I made this really pretty garland. This was for my kitchen window. Thrilled with how they held up. I thought that they would get all yucky, but they are actually really pretty. My mom and I made these. She had thrifted all of these bells off of a wreath. I want to say that they were teal. They were not either of our style. So she spray painted them brown and then we did a coat of rub and buff on them. I think that they turned out so pretty. Growing up, I remember on the day after Thanksgiving, my mom didn't like to shop, so we never went out Black Friday shopping. However, we would always stay home and put up the Christmas tree together. And I also remember that weekend, we would spend the whole weekend just doing so many crafts, Christmas crafts, and there was glitter, there was paint, there was everything. I always had so much fun. Those were some of my fondest memories growing up as a child, and still to this day, at 39 years old, I'm still doing crafts with my mother. Doing Christmas crafts with my mom was one of my fondest memories growing up, and I hope to be able to one day do that with my daughter. Right now, we just do age appropriate. She's 2.5, so we're coloring, we're cutting things out, and a couple of different crafts like that. But as she gets older, I hope to carry on that same tradition so that she can have the same fond memories that I have to carry with her one day. I have my orange slices in, and I am really loving how that is coming along. I have some red berry picks. I'm gonna add those in there just for a little pop of red. I think that the cranberries, the faux cranberries with the oranges will look really nice. This is actually looking better than I thought that it would. Oh, I'm loving it so far. You guys may remember I posted about it in a short of mine, but I found these solid brass stocking hangers. I found 4 of them for $2.50. And then I also found these darling stockings. These were $3 each. Both of these I found at the Restore back in September or October, and I've just been holding on to them. I am so excited to hang them this year. We are getting to the final touches. This year, I'm going to be doing a sage green and navy blue ribbon. There are a lot of people who like to change up their Christmas decor every year, and while I think it's really cool, to me, it's just not sustainable. However, one way to bring a little bit of variation and something new in is by switching up your ribbon every year. I have done green in the past. I've also done a deep burgundy red. Last year I did brown, and this year I'm gonna be doing green and blue. I'm really into this color combination right now, and I think it's gonna be really nice. So let's get some bows tied in there, and then I think we're gonna call it a night. It is day 3 and the final day of decorating my living room for Christmas. You may also notice that I look a little bit different today. Today was a gym day. I spent the morning at the gym, and typically on gym days, I don't put on makeup. I don't like to wear makeup to the gym, and then by the time that I get home, it's just too late in the day. So this is what I look like. So I already went ahead and put my base layer of ornaments on. Now I'm gonna be working on hanging the family ornaments. These are more of the unique, one of a kind that we have. Some of them we've collected as we've traveled together as a family. We also every year go and pick out an ornament, each of us every Christmas together, and that's always a ton of fun. There are also ornaments that I have collected and thrifted over time as well. I thought it would be really fun to show you some of my favorite ornaments, especially the ones that I've thrifted throughout the years. Thank you so much for joining me as I decorated my living room for the holidays this year. Let me know in the comments what one of your favorite holiday traditions is, and also let me know if you want to see a full home tour of my Christmas decorations. If you like my content, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. We've got the fire going. It is getting so... Okay. No, scratch all of that. Okay.
Oh, so I didn't get out of your video.
Um, okay, scratch all that. Scratch that.